seconds a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. He'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7, Chiefs, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go.
Side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City for Torrey at the 45-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Back within a touchdown.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some space here. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 24. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Terry McLaurin ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings
out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for the Dolphins. 57 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
24, Chiefs 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, Kansas City.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff looking right. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Play to the running back.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
With a 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings
to throw is Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play call. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you're onto something.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
9-yard line. 2 yards.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The Dolphins take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The running back.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 32.
Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
52 is the mic right now.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. He's going to run to a hit, and the ball is out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Dolphins 24, Chiefs 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear. The fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He hits Adams complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Davante Adams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Giorgio Tavecchio.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he almost had it defensively. could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Tua going to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
And again this time to the tailback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, and And now some space to operate. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 33 and a first. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
Let's go. You tighten up. 51 the mic. Hey, Reed. Let's get this. 51 the mic. You can't handle it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw is Tua. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The point after through the raindrops, something good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
31, Chiefs 26.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down. Tonight's
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this,